go, team.
Yeah. Let's get it. 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 Shout out to DJ Duval, always setting the vibes off the right way. Joy, how you feeling, Joy?
Boom. Red,
Yo,
red.
let me tell y'all something, right?
Come on.
You see how you see how they don't like me, man? They didn't give me no memo.
We didn't get it. It has to be a vibe. I didn't tell Romeo, it's just a vibe. You got to just give out that.
Yeah, it's just energy, bro. Energy. Come on.
Everybody put shaking my head in the chat. Put us in the everybody put shaking my head in the chat. Yo, I'm trying to be the best bestie I can, and they do this. This is what she means by not.
At least you on
This is what she means by not an even exchange. It's not an even exchange. This does not give an even exchange.
Yes. So we super excited. Day one, man. Look, real quick before we get started, it's Q&A. So we're gonna answer some questions, and some of the questions that you may ask, we may say, hey, listen, that's gonna be on Tuesday. Hey, listen, that's gonna be on Wednesday. So don't worry. But what we're gonna do really quick, let's get a temperature check. Yeah, let's get a temperature check. So if you need to stretch out, if you need to stand up, whatever you need to do, we're gonna unmute y'all really quick. And if y'all ready for day one, I need y'all to damn near break the Zoom. Y'all, if y'all ready for that, type ready in the chat. If y'all ready for that, type ready in the chat, y'all. They ready. So look, we're gonna unmute y'all, and I want y'all to make some noise if y'all ready for day one, y'all. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's
Let's
go.
I'm so like Jadakiss.
Let's go.
Jada in the spot.
I love it. I think they ready for this week. I think they were ready. I felt that one.
The energy is real. In fact, you can't fake the energy. So let's jump right into it. So this is the way it's gonna go. Raise your virtual hands. It's gonna be first come, first serve, right? So the team are gonna bring you up. Get straight to your question. Like, we would love to hear the backstory and when you was born and like what happened when you was 2 years old, but we don't have the time to do so. All right. So get to the question as fast as possible. So we can get to as many people as possible. And again, it is day one. So some of the questions you may ask, we may tell you, hey, wait till tonight, wait till Tuesday. Don't worry. But if it's something that we can answer on the spot, we will do so. So raise your virtual hand. This is y'all time. So those of you that was on the free class with us Sunday and some of the weeks before, we said that this experience this week is where we're going to see you face to face, right? Virtually. You'll be able to ask these questions and we can understand exactly where you are. This is your time to take advantage of that. All right? So let's get it, team.
Who is our first person? Miss
Right,
Latasha.
Melanie in charge of names.
That's a fact.
Hi, I'm doing good. I'm so glad to be here. I am a business. First of all, Miss Joy, I have been following you too. Every time you popping up everywhere, and I just love it. The energy, all that stuff. And so I've just become a new business owner, and I hear so many things about how to get business funding, and it's just so much information coming from everywhere. I don't know what's really true and what's really not. So I need help deciphering what's really what and how I should go about it, because I don't want to end up getting involved in something that, I don't understand, or get myself into, a situation that may be hard to get out of. But I'm looking to gain some workflow capital because I have an interior design firm, and I've been doing it for 1.5 years now, and it's been fairly successful so far. But the way that my business is set up, I need working capital to kind of make those purchase orders and things like that, do the procurement. ahead of time so that I can stay on my timeline to finish the project. So sometimes my clients' payments are like 50% up front, maybe 50% on the end, but I'm responsible for placing the purchases up front. So for me to be able to secure business funding for workflow capital, that would be great for me to understand how to do that as far as business funding. That's one of the biggest reason I'm here.
You asked the perfect question on the perfect day. Tonight is strictly on funding. So if you just hold on for 54 minutes, you're gonna get every answer you need. But let me add one question I want to ask you. Is this for like, let's say staging as well? That's included in the series?
No, it's actually doing renovation, new build, whole home projects, that kind of thing. The whole designing interiors, moving walls, the whole nine. It's more than I don't have a staging company. It's actually a design firm.
Oh, okay, that's dope. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so tonight, a lot of those questions will get answered. So we got you. Who else we got up, team?
Hi, Thomas. How you doing?
Pardon me for my background, man. I'm familiar. I'm really new at all of this technology stuff out here. However, I'm out of Houston. I'm in a credit field. I do a little bit of credit repair. I was coming tonight again. You said 54 minutes to be patient, so a lot of my questions did equate around funding and things of that nature. But on the flip side of that, I have been dealing with Ms. Joy as well, like following you in relation to grants and stuff like that, because me and my fiance, she have an agency, nursing agency that we just had started, and we have been trying to get a little funding for payrolls and stuff like that. And she wanted to add in as well, but she's probably going to come on a little later. But we have been following, so we got into this because we're trying to gain financial freedom. We're trying to learn what it is to leverage our time and leverage our credit. I got a pretty decent credit score as well as herself, and we just kind of just wanted to get some more information in both fields, and me with funding with the credit repair things that I'm doing, as well as with her with the agency, the nursing agency.
Is she paid on a net 30?
Is she paid on a net 30?
Right, like why does she need funding for a nursing agency?
Well, because again, the insurance part of it, they're on the front side, we're waiting for the contract to come through. So we were just looking to back the safety with like, okay, we put in for some grants. Maybe we'll have something in play right now, because we've done our onboard and we got like 70 staffs, RNs, LPNs, and CNNs already on board. That's coming on board right now. And the insurance part of it, it was like, it was a little heavy on us right now. So I was like, okay, let's just talk about, see if we can get some funding, get grants or whatever until we lock in a contract. We're not going to get the insurance until we definitely get a contract. But I said, look, maybe if we try this way as well with funding or grants or something like that with the agency, who knows,
So do you already have patients?
No, it's like the nursing agency is like
A staffing agency?
Huh?
So she staffs the nurses?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it like home care?
It's in facilities in Rochester, New York. We go, we waiting for the bids right now, the contracts and stuff like that.
So here's my question. If she's staffing the nurses, when she staffs them, the company pays you for staffing them, correct?
Right.
So then my question is going to be, why do we need funding?
Well, I was just saying for my credit part, I was trying to get funded, but on her part, we was just looking at grants and stuff like that, just in case things kind of like just as a bad B plan. So we just wanted to find out about grants if the company was even entitled
the insurance
for grants.
Insurance back pay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I'm tomorrow, Thomas.
Oh, tomorrow.
We're
Okay.
gonna touch on the funding in 50 minutes. So we right
All
on
right.
point
Okay.
though.
So that's pretty much where I'm at with it with funding because again,
But
I
she
had a
needs to
few.
know if she's going to get paid on a net 30, meaning she has to staff the nurses and then she gets paid 30 days after they work. So that we can now know if I get funding for payroll, it needs to be on a cycle. So I know I got to carry this, but then once I get paid from the contract, I got to pay this off, because what you don't want to get caught is with your hand in the cookie jar, meaning I get this funding, but I don't have a vehicle to pay it back. That
Right.
makes sense, Thomas?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Sounds fair. But again, all of my questions for me pertaining to me personally, like I said, I never done funding before. I've done a few credit repairs and things like that. And again, Thomas Pratt. My story is a little complex, a little bit. I did 25 years in prison. I'm fresh out, you know what I mean? And I only been out here 2 years, so I'm playing from behind the 8 ball. So I'm really trying to catch up on a lot of the credit, the moves and things of that nature. But I'm here. I felt like Ramel and all of you guys had a lot to offer, so I just, I'm enthused about the program, and I'm really looking forward to gaining some information tonight, tomorrow, and the rest of the days.
Thomas, let me tell you something. You are not playing catch up. Let me tell you why you're not playing catch up. We only got 229 people on the Zoom call, Thomas. Oh, okay. Out of all the people in the world who haven't done who haven't done time, they're not even in the room. So you already ahead of what most people are. So do not let where you were put any kind of limitations, put any kind of doubt, put any kind of I'm not as good as, because the fact that you are taking your time to be on a Zoom to learn information that people in the free world ain't even worried about, you are already leap heads ahead of them. So you are not behind. And number two, everything we say, Thomas, happens. So we have to be mindful. You are thriving. You are him, Thomas. You're him. You're the seven-figure hitter. That's who Thomas is. Stop playing, T. Stop playing. You got this.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm encouraged. You know what I mean? That's why I tapped in. That's exactly why I tapped in. Like, you know what I mean?
Yo, you in the right place, bro. We got you. Just stay locked in with us for the rest of the week. I promise you. You're gonna be talking a different language. We got you, bro. 1000%.
Copy.
We're ready to appreciate you. Let's get it, team. Who we got up next?
Me.
Me? Who me? Who that?
Ellen.
Ellen from Philly.
What's up?
Hello. How you guys?
We doing well.
Hi, Joy. I originally met you guys when you came to Philly, but I appreciate you all and what God is doing, and I appreciate all of you for the information that y'all sharing with us. Quickly, Ramel, how long do I have to have insurance before I can actually borrow off of it?
So it has to be designed the right way, but if you do it the way that we're going to teach you this week, 30 to 45 days the most, you can actually pull that money out and borrow from it.
Because I actually went and got just a little bit of time that I've been learning from you guys. I have been trying to apply it. Real quick, I know we haven't really covered much about accounting and bookkeeping. Are we going to go over any of that? Because that's really important for me. Like I have a spa. I've been a spa owner for almost 2 years now. But it's a lot that I want to do. Like my situation is a little bit different from everybody's. I'm sure we all have our own individual situations. But like I said, I have a spa, but I want to expand that. But I also want to do real estate because I was a union carpenter for 17 years. So I know the construction field also. So I think that the Lord put me in a position to know multiple things in order to be able to have multiple streams of income. So I'm excited, and any information you have, I'm all here for it.
Yeah, we got you. So yeah, we're gonna cover a lot this week. So just stay locked in. We're gonna be able to get you right for sure.
Okay. And while I'm just speaking real quick, boom. when it comes to I'm asking about the manpower and the material, because I understand how to get the property. But after I got the property, what about the fund for the manpower and the materials and things like that?
You can use credit cards you want, but what I like to do is I use a lender to give me the money for the construction. It's called a rehab loan. So when you work with a lender, you could do a couple of things. You can get a purchase and rehab loan. You can get a purchase only loan, just the money to buy it, and I'm gonna fix it up later. Or you can get a rehab only loan. So if you bought the house cash and you tell the bank, like, hey, look, I just need the money to fix it up, you could do it like that.
Okay. Appreciate you.
No problem.
Thank you, guys.
That's good. We got some movers and shakers in the room. Let's get it.
Facts.
Tito in the car, like, I'm not missing out. I'll give a damn what's
I ain't
happening,
missing
baby.
nothing.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yo, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, shout out to everybody on the call first and foremost. Man, I put away so much schedule, so much time just to be able to be here. Yeah, I'm in the car. I could have been in the crib doing this. I got clients right now. I canceled them. I've been working since 6 a.m. I'm from Brooklyn. My name's Tito. I'm a personal trainer. My grind is I get up at like 5:30 in the morning. I'm in the gym from 6 to like 9 p.m. That's like 14, 15 hours. Like I'm really in there. Like I work at a gym out here in New York City. It's called New York Sports Club. Been a top trainer of the company for over 8 years. I've grown. I've come up. Shout out to the brother that was on. I've been in that same situation behind the bars and all that. I just came home, switched it up. I got kids. I was on the gram, and I came across you, and boom, both of you guys together. And I know one of the things you were saying, you bought I think a multi-family house here in Brooklyn. And I was like, what? We're in Brooklyn. You know how hard it is to buy property out here in Brooklyn? Like, yo, it's tough. Like, them numbers is different. I'm interested in purchasing like out here. I'm not close to opening like other places like in Florida and PA or upstate, but I would like to start here. And even if I just need the blueprint to get into that lane, right? So my credit score is up. I'm at like 820. I got like a business LLC for my personal training. I got like 10 credit cards. The problem is, right, I don't want to take the money out and then use it, not have a plan to use it. I got like probably 150K worth of credit that I could use. I'm sitting on like one card is 20, one card is 30, Bank of America, Chase. I just don't want to pull it out and then not have a plan on how to use it and then have to pay back on it. So I want to leverage that to maybe if I can't buy here in New York City, where could I buy? How could I set up? What's the proper way to set myself up for it? I'm just trying to get ahead, man. Like I did some business before with someone in Philly. You guys are familiar if you know big business. I don't know. I just I put names out there. I made some good money in Ohio with them. Sour deals. A lot of things went sideways. I was able to get out. I got good. I made some good money, but again, I'm kind of stuck because I'm not able to like I wasn't able to purchase nothing here. So like I said, right here in Brooklyn. And I don't have to stay here, like I said, but I would love to be able to do what you did. And so like seeing a brother like you coming from this area, from Crown Heights, right here, Eastern Parkway, you know, from the hood right here. I'm trying to figure it out, man. I can't do it alone, man. So I'm here, I'm tapped in. I'm in the car. Y'all can see me in the car right now. I left the gym. I'm like, nah, I ain't missing this. I canceled everybody. Everybody know, yo, 8 o'clock, I ain't in the gym. I'm out of here. Like, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
Word.
Nah, Tito, I'm rocking with you 1000% because you already know, like, I come from the same spot, bro. So we're going to break that down this week. And what I would tell you, just be open-minded, right? Because you could reverse engineer. Like, I made my money in Brooklyn real estate when I first got started, but I made even more money when I actually went out to Pennsylvania. I went out to Jersey. I started to make my money stretch. But my goal is to go back to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So I made money in Brooklyn, then I got out of there. You know what they say, like the money triple up when you get out of state, right? So we're gonna go out of state and we're gonna buy the properties, we're gonna do all that cool stuff. And then we're gonna go back to Brooklyn when you have a little more resources, you're a little more established, right? Because it's a different game they playing out there. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
We're gonna break that down this week. And you got the right mindset because yeah, you have the money, but you don't want to just make any move quickly without having a plan, because like it could put you behind 5-10 years. So that's why being in this mentorship week is important, so you can have a plan that we're going to help break down to you. But you are ahead of a lot of people, because Boone noticed when it comes to real estate, the worst thing to do is go get the money when you need it. Like when a deal come up and now you're trying to put the money together, like that don't work. So the fact that you have it, you in a good spot. So we got you. We gonna make sure you good.
Yo, I just need one more thing, man. I've been trying, because I was on the mogul. I've been on there. I've been reaching out. It's hard to get to like level 2. I'm chatting. I'm leaving comments. I'm trying to level up. I need an accountability partner. So if there's any way I could connect with anybody in here some kind of way, I just need somebody that's in here already, somebody I could connect with. I feel like I'm not trying to do it alone, but somebody who's already in here, been doing it, just to kind of network a little bit. Look, I don't know how we could connect, but like connect me with somebody or something, man. You have meetups or something.
You in the Telegram chat?
Yeah, I'm in the Telegram.
Okay. All right, cool. So yeah, y'all already here. Y'all here, Tito. Connect with him, reach out to him in the Telegram. Let's build.
Facts.
Proud of you, bro. But no, you gonna be like, you watch. And Boone Joy, we've done this.
I like it, man.
And we could tell, like from day one, we could see the people with their cameras on, right? The people that's showing up regardless of the circumstances, right? The people that's literally like leaving it all on the line. By the end of the week, they get the most transformation. So we gonna pay attention and see what's going on by the end of the week.
I respect, my car, my little office. I respect that.
You get it.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good.
That's good. My name is Leonie, and I am in Mississippi. I'm originally from Chicago, but I live there now. I have been trying to get in this challenge for I've been to about 3 of the sessions that you guys have. I've been following kind of everybody, all of you guys, for a little while. And it just so happened this week I was able to do so. I'm in Cleveland now because my husband just suffered from a stroke. The best part about it is we did have we just got the insurance, an IUL, and I'm able to tap into the living benefits. It's not as much as it could have been, but I'm grateful for what we do have. Now I'm sitting here looking like, okay, what are we gonna do with this money? Because I'm a stay-home mom. I was the well-kept wife. And it's like now things are turned around and I gotta do what I have to do now to take care of the family. I'm not focusing on, how we gonna pay this bill, how we gonna do this. It's like, okay, I done made it in the challenge now. So I need to get everything that I can get right now because it's that time. And I'm looking at this as, hey, it's a come up now. It's time to do what we have to do. I'm sitting in the Airbnb and I'm sitting here like, okay, all this money I just paid for Airbnb, how can I get me one? What's the next move? So I've had companies, I've started LLCs, and we've talked about everything that you guys discussed. Me and my husband talked about them. Now it's time to, make it happen so we can enjoy life. He's worked enough and I have to take care of him. And I'm not going out and punching anybody's clock. That's not me. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a herbalist. I say I'm a God-appointed herbalist because he's the one that showed me how to do a lot of things. I have a lot of gifts and talents under my belt. I just need to know how to hone them and start making them. I done picked up 4 clients since I've been in Cleveland. So it's like, let me get home and then I could take care of you guys and send your herbs when I come back. But I just want to, yes, I went to Kenwood.
What part of Cleveland are you in?
Yes, I'm just here and need to get as much as I can so I can move to the next level.
Joy, you said something, Joy. What was your question, Joy?
I said, what part of Cleveland are you in?
Right now I'm in Brooklyn.
I thought you were in Cleveland. I'm sorry.
Cleveland, Ohio.
What part of, like, what area of Cleveland are you in?
The old Brooklyn neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm in the old, because I came over here. He's been in the hospital for 3 weeks. I was in ICU. I stayed at the hospital when they moved him. Then I went into a hotel for 2 weeks. And now I moved into an Airbnb so I can be closer to him.
Okay.
And it's like 5 minutes away from where he is, and I could just walk to him every day. But I make sure I come in so I could get my mind right and stay focused and do what I need to do with you guys, because I so desperately need this, but I've been waiting on this. When I say I tried 3 times before, none of my cards would work, nothing would happen. This last time at the hospital, it went through. So I know it was time.
It's God. It is God. So
Well,
I want to
you
say,
can definitely start selling your herbs to your business besties in the Telegram group. You could be make a digital product and start selling the information about the benefits of the herbs on social media as you're, while you're not in your hometown. So what's the benefit of herb one and why they should do it and blah, blah, blah. And you have some kind of affiliate link to the herb so that you will get paid for every herb that you sell or just sell them directly. So the information definitely is needed.
Okay.
I want to say this, and then I know Boone wanted to say something as well, right? But I love that you share your testimony, because we're teaching insurance on this mentorship week, and we talk about all the benefits of it. But you're a direct representation of somebody that actually had insurance and then had to utilize it, and it actually came through for you, because just life happens, right? So just being prepared, being protected is important. And we're going to show you how to even make the most of what you currently have. But I just want to kind of highlight that for everybody else that's on this call. It's important, because you never know.
And it was it was within the 40 something days. We haven't had it for a year or anything like that. And I was just telling my husband, I should not have listened to you, because I had a larger policy, but he was being cheap at the moment. And we took it down a little bit. And now I'm like, okay, had we kept the original policy, it would have been larger, but that's okay. We're here now, and we have something that we can tap into. And I'm grateful for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I just wanted to say to what Joy was really, what you're going through is what she mentioned a million times. So it's just like dope seeing all this full circle, because she literally was on a call mentioning what if the breadwinner, something happened, things can change. You want to be prepared. So for
Just like
anybody,
that.
put remember in the chat if y'all remember her saying that, because it's sometimes we hear people say stuff and it just sounds like that never happened to me. That's whatever. This is real life, everyday stuff. So you're thinking that would never happen to me. It does happen. This is full circle moment of what she literally was preaching on the class. What happens if X, Y, and Z happens and X, Y, and Z happens? So I just wanted to pinpoint that, because like I said, sometimes people hear us talk and they okay, or that would never happen, or I doubt that. And then it happens, you're like, oh shoot, I should have been listening to Joy. Oh shit, I should have been listening to Armel. So things like that. The second thing, and this is not just for you, but for everybody, I want you guys just to really just go throughout the week. And the reason why I say this is because a lot of the things I'm hearing people ask and the questions and things people bringing up is not necessarily a specific question, but more so I just need the blueprint. Just allow yourself just to go through the process, and the blueprint is going to come. You know what I mean? So a lot from tonight, from the credit we about to start in 30 minutes, to the real estate, to life insurance, to the business, just go through the week, just allow it to happen and just embody everything, be open, and a lot of y'all questions. Sometimes people don't even have questions. It's just the guy said, I just want the blueprint. Just go through the week and it's all gonna come together.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
No
you.
problem. Appreciate you. And another thing I want to add into, and this is for everybody, she mentioned something that was powerful, but I want to take that and add it to a different level. She said her husband, she was like, dang, he was being cheap. We could have got a bigger policy, but thank God they got what they have right now, because it's helping a lot. But just to piggyback off that, a lot of times when we, try to save a little bit of money or be cheap, or I don't even want to use the word cheap, but just, really try to, I might not need all this. This will be okay. It comes back. bite you later down the road. And this is for everybody. Like somebody was like, yo, I'm gonna be cheap. I'm not gonna join into this. And then you about to that person's missing out on a whole ton of life-changing information. So one of my mentors says, when you be cheap, you get cheap results.
Mm.
So just keep that in mind, for everybody on here, like you guys invest, you guys do what you need to do, but keep that going. Don't just like do this one time. Keep that mindset. For me, like me and Joe, we joke about it all the time, but I say premium. Like I want the best. Like I was in Thailand. Give me the best Uber out there. They call it Grab car out there. Like it still looked regular, but I don't care. I want the best stuff because I know a certain standard that I want. And I realize the results I get when I go that way. All right, so just keep that mindset this entire week.
Okay, who do we have next? Hi, Miss Camille.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me, Joy?
Yes.
And guys, okay. Well, I think Joy know me. I've been sticking with her for at least over a year or something. I go through the seminars and things, and so I'll be quick because I know you all have other things for us to go through. What I'm trying to learn this week is how to structure my businesses. I have one question for right now. I have a LLC that's 20 years old, but it's not in good standing. So my question, one of the questions tonight is, do I pay the penalty to put it in good standing and use it, or do I just dump it and do another one? I don't know because some people say if it's old, about $5,000, maybe $6,000.
Well,
but if it'll get me funding quicker, I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll try to pay it, and then it's a lot of work to do on that one, but I'm still active in the business, doing business as another name. And we don't have to go through all that. I'll listen. Because I had some other things I want to put into play, Joy. I don't know if I have the big umbrella, like what you all were talking about last night, because I had the Moon Bounce business that's got a 20-year-old EIN. And then I also have a sauces and sides, healthy eating, sauces and sides. And then I have a Tiny Temples website for children and their family, non-toxic clothing and sleepwear. And, I want to develop that out more. So I don't know, kind of.
So if
at first I had,
if
I'm
you
listening.
activate the LLC, you'll be able to keep all of the 20 years. If you start over, we're going to have a brand new LLC.
Yes.
I would not leave that alone. 20 years,
that's a lot.
You know how much people pay for that? Somebody would literally pay you like 20,000, 15,000 to buy your LLC off of you. That's how powerful it is. Like,
it's been in effect since 2006. 2006, 16. I can't add no more, but yeah. But then the sauces and sides, let me tell y'all this. When I did the it's called Bouncing Off the Wall. It's a Moon Bouncing, rental company. We set up Moon Bounces, concessions and stuff like that. But then I also did side dishes. So if you didn't want to make your potato salad or your so and so, that's part of my cooking side. I will bring the side dishes too. So now I'm into sauces and sides, kind of like honey baked ham idea, where you can just go pick up your sauce. If you don't cook, just put it on, broths and stuff. And this is all in my trying to develop healthy eating. And what I say is just doing better. I'm not trying to make nobody perfect. I'm trying to help people with small changes in their diet. It don't have to be real big. And then the Tiny Temples, the things that we feed children and stuff. I'm trying to, at least skin is the biggest organ in your body. I want to have, sleepwear, comfortable things for children and families, and different non-toxic products that they can incorporate into their daily living. So my tax preparer said, try to combine two. Okay, so bouncing
Camille,
off the wall.
Camille, you were on the master class, right, Camille?
Yeah.
And you said that you follow me, right, Camille?
Yes.
Now we know we don't combine nothing, right, Camille?
I heard you say that last night.
Okay, Camille. So we're gonna have tight sauces and sides. We're gonna have tiny temples, and we're gonna have what's the first one?
Bouncing off the wall.
Bouncing off the wall. All got LLCs, separate EINs, separate operating agreements, separate business bank accounts. We're not combining anything.
Okay. I got you. So that's what I really need help with. So thank you yeah. So
But now,
I'm trying to
Camille, we got 3 different businesses applying for business grants. We got 3 different businesses that can now go and get funding versus you combining everything into one. And then when your employee who's putting up the bounce houses,
yes,
but her boyfriend not answering the phone, so she mad, so she's sending that paragraph text, and she didn't put the stake all the way in on the bounce house, and the bounce house starts flying in the air. Have y'all seen this happen in real life? It was windy. The bounce house literally flew in the air, and the kids in the sky just came out of the bounce house.
Yeah,
if
that was
happens,
crazy.
you don't want to lose everything from all your businesses. So everything needs to be separate. So all 3
Okay,
LLC,
I got you.
EIN, business bank accounts, operating agreements.
I got you.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Camille.
Okay, thank you for answering, you guys.
You're welcome.
Roland, how you doing?
What's happening?
Doing great. Yourself?
Doing good, bro.
So where I am right now, I've been following Ramel for a minute, good minute. But it's about me really taking action. I should be much further than I am now. It is what it is. I'm fully committed to making this experience the experience. It's like after this, there's no second tries. It's not another. It has to happen now. And so, my story, I've heard it a couple of times. I have 2 businesses that's really not compliant. I have a LLC for a beauty salon, and I have a C corp for my print shop business. I need to get that up to speed. So I was doing everything not the right way. Did 24 years in prison, came home, and life happened to me. So I'm really trying to get back on track now and get things, moving in the proper way. I have the information. I've been getting the information. They've been feeding me information. And so at this point, Ramel, I want to take you up on the challenge that you proposed to a few members, or maybe just one member, the last time. Like, if I don't execute, and when I get with Boom, because I want to have a multifamily house, like, that's on the list. I gotta have a multifamily unit in the next. Once you look at my profile, you understand where I am, and you say to me, once you do A, B, C, D, in 3 months, you should have that. And if I don't follow through, then I'm cutting the bed and I'm cutting the mustache. It gotta go. Because if I don't execute and get it done this time, gotta happen. I'm at that point now where it's like I'm fighting me. I'm tired of that. You know what I'm saying? It gotta come to pass. I'm not gonna keep following y'all, and I'm not producing like y'all producing. God, we know it's in me to do that, and I gotta manifest it. So if I don't get it done, and I get with you, Boone, and you say, yo, listen, okay, based upon this, in 3 months, 4 months, you should have that. If you don't, it gotta go. And that's where I'm at.
Let me ask you, you have somebody in your life that you just don't care for too much?
I don't care for too much.
Yeah, man, I hate, but you don't, they not your cup of tea.
Yeah. They're not in my life though. They're not in my life.
You don't do what you need to do. You gotta send them $1,000. Yeah, he froze up on that one. Get the beer. You gotta send them a stack.
Hell, freeze over before I do that.
Yeah. If you don't get what you need, you gotta send them a stack. Straight cash app. Boom.
Okay.
You see, everything changed now. You gotta send them $1,000.
You talking about
Clean. Clean.
We gonna hold you to it, bro, and we got you locked in, and you've been this far, right? And like this for everybody that's on listening in. So Roland has been a part of our events in the past, and he knows like how serious we are when it comes to accountability. So we set our commitments, and then you gotta have a consequence that you need to have attached to it if you don't reach those goals, right? So this is what we talk about. So when you in a group like this, you have people that's gonna hold you accountable and really push you to those goals. But we got you. It's recorded. And it gotta happen. It gotta happen. Just make it happen. You already know what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Roland, Tito, and Thomas should all connect in the Telegram group. You're all like on that same journey.
That's a fact.
TRT. I should do
it. Now they a rap group.
Yeah.
It's
How you doing, Mr. Drina?
How you doing?
Oh, aloha. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Okay, y'all, I'm coming from Maui, Hawaii.
Oh, I love Maui.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I give thanks. I just wanted to say that okay, so I'm a multi-passionate entrepreneur. I've been a real estate what do you call it? Salesperson in the past. I'm no longer doing that. But let me tell you, I have a specific situation in that, okay, I have one LLC I've had for a year. This is like November is going on, my anniversary, and that's for my Levelixir business. I make this luxury herbal beverage. But I also am wanting to start a farm, and I'm planning to move to Kenya. So I have some international things going on. Like I want to start an Airbnb business, but also a farm in Kenya. And I also am at this place where I got some cash flow and I really want to grow it. And I'm wondering what the best way to do it, because I know that you've talked in the past about, maybe, getting a secured line of credit, business credit for maybe, 50,000, and then turning that over to 250,000, and then taking that out and moving it, maybe to 5 different lines of business credit. I'm just not exactly sure. And I also want to build wealth in I want to build real estate wealth. So, I mean, actually have own some properties, but I'm in this crossroads where I'm really feeling I'm going to move to East Africa because I really want to invest in the continent. And I also have 2 daughters that live here in Maui, but I'm not sure if they want to stay here or not. And it's just really interesting because I can definitely get a UIL and access some funds, but then I'm going to be, living in 2 different continents, and I'm really wondering, do I want to be sucked into a life insurance plan when I'm actually not living in the States? There's all these questions that I have about, using resources that I can acquire now, but then knowing that eventually I won't be here. Did you guys hear
I don't
me?
think, but life insurance, you can. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, go ahead, Joey. Go ahead.
You can still have life insurance and not be in the US.
Okay. That I could access and use and pull from. Like if I have my LLC and I'm still doing all of the, like filing my annual report and keeping one of the businesses here active, I can still pull out that change and go take it wherever I am, use it as long as I'm returning it. I mean,
You talking about life insurance? Or you talking about the secured credit play that Ramel talked about earlier?
Well, I would use that right now, maybe to help me purchase land internationally.
Okay.
And I can do both. Like, I feel like I want to be, I don't want to have, like, I'd like to use maybe the UIL life insurance as one form, but I also could get some secured lines of business credit. I'm just trying to figure out, what, does it make sense to even do anything in the States if I really want to invest?
So let me say this.
Yeah.
So the first thing I want you to do tonight, not even tonight, the end of this week, just digest everything. Just let it all come in. And at the end of this week, I want you to put on a piece of paper and start from the top. What do you really want? Think about the long term. Think about right now. Think about what research you have. Think about who's going to be affected, who's not going to be affected, how you're going to be affected. I mean, put it on paper. Like, what do I really, really, really want? Then you start reverse engineering from there. So if you really, 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 really want the stuff in Kenya, nothing else matters. Everything got to go straight to that. Everything goes straight to that. So I'm getting access to this fund. I'm getting access to this. I'm getting access to this. Strictly for Kenya. You get what I mean? So that's all I would be focused just on that. But allow this week to go through and then had that hard conversation with yourself and just say, what do I really want? And whatever that answer is, everything that's then draw lines under that, everything, them lines, little bubbles, all those bubbles lead back to the big one, which is that plan in Kenya. And I would leave it just at that. Because everything else is just noise, is a distraction.
Yeah.
So, and a lot of those things that we're going to be going over is going to help you make a better decision at the end of the week when you had that conversation with yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay, can I ask one more thing? Okay, if I know that I would like to own property in the States, I feel like I should just get I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I really need to focus on exactly where I'm going to put.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong with having your stuff in Kenya, maybe having one there's nothing wrong with doing that, but you can't jump and land in two spots at the same time. You jump and land in one spot, then you jump to the next spot, then you jump to the next spot. So just have the Kenyan thing is really what you want to do that. Then you could fly back to the States, then buy a property, get it situated, have someone else manage it, and go back to the States. People do that all the time. I have a friend that does all this stuff out of the country. He come back in, buy a house, check on some stuff, and he go back. He lives in Egypt. He literally comes back only for a season, does some stuff, make a little bit of money, then goes back to Egypt and do his main thing over there. There's nothing wrong with it, but he does it one at a time.
Yeah. Thank you. I have two daughters. So one daughter I feel like is going to be staying in the islands here, and then one daughter that's going to be coming to Africa with me. So I'd love to have her set up with one property that's hers here. Yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe you guys. I love that you shared. Thank you. About a friend that that invests internationally or lives internationally and also has business here in the States, and he's worked it out.
Thank you so much. We got our next team.
Hi, Miss Joy.
How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm good. Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
How you been?
Moon. Hi,
What's
good.
up?
Hi, Ramel. I'm so excited. Like, I joined this very last minute because I was like, I can't find. I've been scraping around for time this week, and I didn't know if I could do it. And I've been talking to Jamel. And you guys just be ready, because when it happens fast, and it happens fast. So, little update. I decided I was gonna consider, like, I don't even have an LLC set up yet. Investing in like real estate, and I applied for funding. And oh my God, I got it. I can't believe it. I can't believe I was like, hold on. Like, I think the guy told me already I got it. And I was talking for like 3 more minutes, not realizing that I got it. And I was like, what? So everything they're saying, you guys, is true. Everything, like it's real. Like it's crazy. And when it happens, like, you better be ready, because when it happens, it's an emotional roll. Like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And so thank you guys so much for sharing this stuff, because a lot of times when you're rewatching this stuff, it just feels like fiction or something, and it's real. And the insurance, it's true. And then the insurance part of it is so important, because you can be running fast and running in the right direction and doing all this, and then get taken out. And just one thing can throw you off your game. So like right now, I'm in Jamel's ear. Like, we're gonna figure out this insurance thing. And so thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited. And yeah, like another guy was talking about action, y'all. Like, you have to, like, the material is great, the content is amazing, and we got great mentors here to teach us our way. I was a business bestie with Miss Joy, like late nights, crazy long nights. Life was lifing. Update on that. I went on I recently, it doesn't feel recent anymore, it's been a while now, but finalized my divorce, and still was having these random court dates and all that, and things are taking a turn finally. It's been a long road. It's been a long road.
Though. You look great.
Really? Oh, yeah, I feel like I got hit, but I tried. Thank you.
Yeah, last time you was hanging on, so I was like, girl, it's gonna be okay.
You're right. I remember that. I have my bottom lip shaking and everything.
I've been there, baby. I've been there, drained, tired, like, I've been there. I understand.
I know, like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And it's so hard to explain to people. Like, it's always a mouthful. It's like a whole life story. Like, you can't just answer one question and answer. It's just because everything builds on each other. It's a lot. But thank you guys so much.
You look good.
Thank you. You look amazing.
You in the right direction.
Thank you.
One monkey don't stop no show. Come on.
Thank you. But I just came on here. Like, I wanted to say to everybody, like, you guys, we have the best of 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 the best.
Thank you.
And we like action, like, all of this is great, but they're taking time out and giving us this good information. You have someone said divorce don't do it. Like, I don't it's a process. Thank you, by the way. But even divorce, like, there's a whole market of people. Like, I was in a fog, I was lost. I made some stupid financial moves. There's a whole, like, y'all are here to give us a roadmap, but y'all, if we don't actually put it into practice, it means nothing, y'all. So I just wanted to say thank you. And I want to just encourage everybody to, like, and that comment they made about people being cheap, don't be cheap. Just don't. Like, just don't. It pays off. Like, knowing what I know now, just don't be cheap. Just go straight. Just go for the top. Just go straight for it. Just you'll save time. You'll save money. Like, just go for it. So I wanted to say thank you guys for being here. So good to see y'all. I'm excited.
I'm proud of you. Proud of you for sure.
You.
Who else we got up?
Jabbar, how you doing?
What's going on?
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
What's going on, champ?
Yes, how you
Yes,
doing?
sir.
I'm good. Hello, Joey, Raheem, Boone. Hello, business owners and real estate investors. So I'll get it straight to the point. I find it hard. I know, or at least hear when Joy said, watch what you say. But I can't help but feeling, and I know I can limit my tongue are holding, bad thoughts or whatever, but I just need clarity, and I feel like you guys could help. So this isn't my first rodeo. I attempted a few mentorships before, but I can't get past once the knowledge is done, like say day 5, and I'm going to be very focused, write down everything, and definitely going back to recordings and get more knowledge, even do more research on top of that. I've did intensive mentorships. Like they gave me the ability to talk to multiple real estate investors 6 days out of the week. It was with wholesaling, but it was just overwhelming, just calling big lists, and I was getting nowhere. But I definitely got a lot of insight, and I know what I need to work on, like negotiation and communication and relationship building. Ultimately, from that experience that I didn't gain any deals from, ultimately I know no one will do the work for me. I'm young, so it kills me to even like have a shred of that mentality of that, somebody would just do the work for me. But I'm slowly working on my daily routine, including like working out, cooking, studying, and it's coming together. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say, well, one, I'm proud of you, bro, for even just shooting your shot, continuously shoot your shot, make sure you're in a room. The one thing I want to say for you specifically is, so the word momentum is powerful. Momentum is super powerful. And sometimes we come off, like you said, you come off a program and it's a lot of information and you can't get past the end of the program because you scramble. It's just too much going on. Sometimes information is good, but when it's too much, it starts feeling like noise. You can't even like tell which is the part I should be listening to right now. So I challenge you, pick one thing and just say, look, I'm gonna just get this done, and then I'm gonna go get the next thing done. Then I'm gonna get the next thing done. Just like even if it's one thing a week, and then you build yourself up to do one thing a day. But just get one thing. So if, hey, look, this week I'm just throwing out something there. This week is just get your LLC. Even if you got extra time, just get the LLC done. Boom. I got my momentum. Then you go into week 2. Okay, now I want to go ahead and it could be open up the bank account. Boom. Then go into week 3, getting your, I don't know, your business cards, whatever. Then go into week 4, go and talk to some homeowners. Like just build the momentum up. That's why fighters have spars. They just building up, getting ready for the real fight because thrown right in there, it's nervous, anxiety, it's a lot going on. But when you build up my retainers, excuse me, when you build up that momentum, it's going to help you. So when it's time to actually perform, when you're talking to the homeowners, you're talking to the sellers, you're talking to buyers, you're talking to these people, it's like second nature because you let it build up to that point instead of just jumping straight ship. Some people can do that. Some people take time. Everybody is different. There's nothing wrong with it. But you had to identify what is your process and flow through your process. My process is different. Joy process is different. Ramel process is different. Everybody process is different. But find out what your process is and just do one thing at a time, one thing at a time, one thing at a time. And then once you get that momentum going, it's a wrap after that.
And I want to add to that. First, I want to ask you a question, Jabbar. Have you ever watched a movie twice or 3 times? Like you watched it over and over again? Have you ever done that?
I don't watch
like your favorite movie.
I'm a video game kid.
Video game? So you played a video game? Right?
Yeah.
But after that second and third time, you know what part to the video game, you know what's gonna come up on round 1, round 2, and you start to get ahead of it because you see how it works, right? That's the power of mentorship, right? When you have somebody that could tell you exactly how the game is gonna be played. So when you understand that, you don't get stressed out over the process because you know what the end is gonna look like. So, for example, when it comes to real estate, we teach you the stats behind it. Right. So for every 100 people that you speak to on that list, you can expect one person to actually give you the time of day. Right. So now if you understand that, then you are okay with the no's because you understand the process. But if you don't know that, you getting all worked up because I spoke to 100 people and only one person is like, well, that's the numbers. That's the numbers in the game. Right. And then we know, okay, we got to make 20 offers before we get one deal. And a lot of people, they lose faith and they get discouraged in the process because they don't know that, right? So if you got to make 20 offers, but you only made 5, you throw your hands up and like, it ain't work. Because you don't understand the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of mentorship. We want to give you the stats, the data. We want to show you what the game plan is. And now you're gonna go out there and you're gonna be running circles around everybody because you know the process, you know what to expect. It's just like that video game where you're not gonna get discouraged because you know, okay, let me get past this part. I'm gonna get to the next part because I've seen it before. You get what I'm saying? So that's
Okay,
that's
yeah.
what that's the power of mentorship. That's what we're gonna get into tonight. This week, this entire week. All right, so that's it, y'all.
Okay.
It's 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m. So what we're gonna do really quick before we get started, I need y'all to drop the fire emoji in the chat. I need y'all to drop the fire emoji in the chat, y'all. If y'all felt like this was valuable so far, and we just really getting started. It's day one. Like this is the official kickoff for day one. So I have the pleasure of being able to introduce our very first special guest and our very first instructor for the week, this Wealthy Experience Mentorship Week. And day one is a big day because we want to set the tone, we want to set the stage. And a lot of you been asking about funding. A lot of you been asking, how do I get access to capital? And because we want to make sure you get the best experience, we had to make the phone calls to bring the best in the business to on their specialty. So I have the pleasure of bringing up Dana Christian. I call her my aunt, right? Because she from Harlem. I'm from Brooklyn, but we both from New York. And she be dropping the game on me, right? She's like, yo, nephew, look, this is how you go run the play. And she gonna give y'all the game tonight. So I'm gonna unmute everybody before I bring her up. And if the energy is not right, because I told her like our room is different. So she coming different. So if the energy not right, I'm just gonna text her and say, forget it, we'll try this next month. Matter of fact, we try it next year, right? So I need y'all to, like, if you got to get a drink of water, if you got to stand up, if you got to stretch, if you in your car, like pull over to the side of the road, whatever you need to do. I need this Zoom to damn near break down to give her the type of love that she deserves. She's somebody that's been in a business for like 20 years, I believe, 20 years. She's been able to purchase over 55 doors. The last time I checked, that was a couple years ago. It could be more than that. You could check the numbers and tell me what you get up here, Dana. But we're talking about over $1 million in funding that she's been able to get for herself, multiple millions of dollars for other people, and just really go out there, impact the world. The queen of business funding.
Do not do her like that. Over
Don't do it like that.
$3 million in funding in credit
Don't do it like that, nephew.
She gonna pull her Ziploc bags up. Watch. Don't do her like that right now.
My bad.
And depending on how they act, I might give them the whole play on how to get 3 million. But if they acting crazy with the screens off and talking back, look, I'm in the hotel, so I don't even have all, the proof, but y'all know.
Yeah,
I'm in
It's
Orlando
not
right now.
Thanksgiving. She didn't bring the turkey bag.
All right, so y'all already know what time it is. So let's unmute and let's make some noise. Dana Christian in the building, y'all. Let's get it.
Let's
get
go.
it.
Let's
Let's
go.
go, Dana. Let's go.
Welcome.
Come on with it.
Dana, give us
Oh, make it happen. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, Dana.
Come on, let's get it.
Give me the money.
Let's go.
Give me the money.
I tell my age.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
You good?
Oh, I'm good. Okay. Lucas at me. All right. Well, first I want to say thank y'all for having me. And it's always a pleasure when I can share my knowledge, with other people, because I just know how funding changed my life. So my mission today is simple: to get your access to over $1 million in funding. It could be 3 if you act right. It could be 3, right? But it's definitely going to be 1 million. Okay, it's definitely going to be 1 million. So who am I right quick? So I'm Dana Christian. I started out investing in real estate in 2006 after having an anxiety attack in the post office. And I learned how to leverage business credit to build wealth. And honestly, every time I teach, it's like, I can't believe that I'm in this position to teach people how to build wealth using other people's money, business credit cards, because it seemed like not too long ago, I was a teenage mom growing up in New York City,
trying to figure out how I was going to take care of my two daughters. And it's one night in particular, I remember when I needed 2 boxes of Pampers for my daughters. I needed a large box for one daughter and a small box for my other daughter. I had enough money to buy 1 box of Pampers. I went in the bathroom and I started crying. I was a baby with babies. I had nobody to depend on. I don't know if any of y'all ever been in that position where you have like nobody to depend on. I went in the bathroom, was crying, was about to slip my wrist. My oldest daughter banging on the bathroom door, mommy, mommy, mommy. That's when it hit me like, if I kill myself, who's going to take care of them? Came out the bathroom, picked up my babies, put them in the double stroller, proceeded to go to the store to buy 1 box of Pampers. I get in the store, y'all. I'm looking at the Pampers. I grabbed a medium box of Pampers. That means the Pampers is too small for one child and too big for the other child. As I was walking back to the building, I got mad. Somebody put mad in the chat. MAD stands for I made a decision. I made a decision that I would never be this hopeless again. And I decided that I was going to bet on myself. Somebody put bet in the chat. When I say bet, B is for believe. Believe that I deserve more. My kids deserve more. E is for educate. Educating myself on whatever I needed to do to get to the next level. Whether it was learning about credit, funding, real estate. I didn't go back to school, right? Got a GED. And then T stands for transform. Transform to that person that I needed to be successful, right? So a lot of times when you see me, when people see me, rather, they think that I'm somebody who came from money or had an easy life. No, I'm just a person that betted on myself and went from crying over the Pampers to securing over $3 million in business funding, all because I decided to get mad, make a decision, and bet on myself, right? So my question is, are you ready to bet on yourself and start leveraging OPM? Let me know in the chat so that you'll be able to build wealth. Or I see one yes, Patrice yes, nobody else? Okay, I see like the chat should be flooded because listen, trying to save money is hard, right? Anybody trying to save money to invest, let me know in the chat. Anybody been trying to save money? I remember it took me 10 years to save $70,000. Once I invested in one deal, that money was gone. And I'm like, it got to be a better way. Then I learned about business credit cards. And I realized that I would never run out of money. I would never run out of money. You can always get access to business credit cards, right? I realized that I was playing the game wrong. It took me 10 years to save $70,000. If I knew that I can't get credit cards, I'd have been way further along, right? So we're going to learn how we're going to get some business credit cards, right? And then why, funding always wins? Because you have multiple opportunities to invest, right? Leverage equal whoever buys freedom. Because honestly, that's all we really want is financial freedom. We want options, right? I had to learn how to stop using my money and start using other people's money. Because I don't know about y'all, I was taught not to leverage credit. Anybody else was like that? Taught not to leverage credit. My mother never taught me anything about credit. She actually had bills in our name growing up. My grandmother told me, pay my bills on time, never co-sign for anyone. And she gave me a Macy's credit card to shop for the girls when they needed clothes. And that led to bankruptcy because I thought credit was to buy stuff that I couldn't afford. Nobody ever told me, right? And I saw somebody said it in the chat. Somebody said to stay away from credit, but I realized that the people that was teaching us, they didn't know, right? A person can't teach you what they don't know. Nobody taught us about how to really leverage credit to grow wealth. And once I learned that, it's a game changer. I own over 65 properties, all using business credit cards. Have done hundreds of deals using none of my own. I don't care how much money I got. I'm not using my money. I am not using my money for anything, right? Because you can leverage other people's money to get to the next level faster, right? So we definitely have to have a mindset shift, because so many times I talk to people and they say, well, I don't want to use my credit. And I was taught if you can't buy it twice, you don't need to buy it. I'm like, why I need two of the same Gucci bags? That don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But people tell us this that don't know. Other people been leveraging credit to build wealth for decades, and we late to the party. We late to the party. But what can you use funding for? Buy real estate, business, buy businesses, to grow your current business, to hire a team. Anything that will make you money, right? Anything that will make you money. We don't want to use credit to go shopping, go vacation. We don't want to do that, right? Because so many times people get access to funding and think that they're going to just live off of it. No, it's to make money, right? It's to make money. Everybody put in the chat, to make money. To make money, right? Make money, because if you don't have that right mindset, you're gonna create problems. To make money. I see like 4 make monies in the chat. Make money. Make money. That's what we want to use credit for, to make money. So how do you get access to funding? Right? Business funding. You have to leverage your personal credit. I don't care what somebody said on the internet about you can get access to business credit cards with a 500 credit score. Those are lies. Somebody put lies in the chat, because those are lies. And I hate to even say a 680 credit score, because it's really about the credit profile, not the credit score. Somebody put profile in the chat. It's about the credit profile. The credit profile tells a story about you, right? It tells if this person is responsible, do they pay people back? Are they over leverage? Right? So 680 credit score, right? And if you have a 680 credit score, and we're going to talk more about that also, right? Utilization on your personal credit card should be under 10%. At one time it was 30. Now it needs to be 10%. You need to have at least a 2-year credit history. So what that means is you should have 2 personal credit cards with at least a $5,000 limit that's at least 2 years old. And then low inquiries, right? Really no more than really 1 per credit bureau, right? 3 to max, but the banks are getting a little strict. What would get you denied? No collections, no charge-offs, no bankruptcies, no late payments. You have any of these items on your credit report, you will get denied. So many times I hear people say, well, I only got just one $200 credit charge-off. Think about it. If you didn't pay Macy's back $200, you think a bank is going to give you a $10,000 credit card, $25,000 credit card? Think of it like this. Let's just say your cousin borrowed money from your sister and didn't pay your sister back. Now, cousin come to ask you, Lonnie, let me borrow $100. You're going to be like, wait a minute, you didn't even pay my sister back. Like, I'm not about to lend you no money, right? So banks are the same way. When they look at your credit profile and be like, all right, Dana didn't pay T-Mobile back. How I know she's going to pay me back? It's the same way. But the good news is, because I see somebody put, what they said, I'm out. No, credit repair. Your credit can always be restored, rebuilt, repair. I'm pretty sure Ramel and them have some resources for you as far as like getting your credit fixed, right? But do not live with bad credit. Bad credit is expensive, right? So if you have any negative items on your credit report, get it removed, right? And the first thing I hear people say is like, well, it's taking too long. How long is it going to take you to save $50,000, even $20,000? Compare it to that. So even if it took you a whole year to fix your credit, once you get your credit right, you can get access to thousands of dollars in funding, right? So we all want to have good credit. And the truth of the matter is nobody taught us about credit. So we didn't know we had to pay that credit card back. We didn't know we got mad at T-Mobile and decided not to pay that bill. We didn't know that was going to affect us. Nobody told us that, right? Or we thinking, well, I'm just going to use cash. I don't need my credit. But you need credit to be successful. You need credit, right? Because yes, you can get a vehicle with bad credit, but the interest rate is crazy. Why pay 30% interest when you can pay 6% or 3%? Bad credit is expensive. Somebody put in the chat, bad credit is expensive, right? So we need everybody to make sure we get our credit on point. So what are the different types of funding? We have secure funding. Secure funding is a funding that's backed by some type of access, right? A vehicle, a house, that's secure funding. And a lot of times when you go for secure funding, they don't care about the credit score per se, right? You can get a house or car with a 500 credit score because if you don't pay, you ain't driving that car, but you're going to pay higher interest rate. If you don't pay, you're not staying in that house, right? So that's secure funding. Unsecure funding is like credit cards, lines of credit, personal loans, right? So they look at your credit score to get approved, right? We know credit cards is revolving, right? As you use it, you pay it back, that money comes back available to you again. Lines of credit, the same way, right? A lot of people like lines of credit versus credit cards because lines of credit, they would give you a check. And then, you know, personal loan is money that will go directly in your account. So where can you get money from, right? We got different institutions. We have credit unions. Most credit unions, you can become a member by making a donation to the nonprofit. The only one that's not really like that is maybe Federal, where you have to know someone to get in. We have community banks. Community banks is like the banks in your area, like if it's like the Bank of Texas or Amherst Bank, right, is community banks. Then we have regional banks. Regional banks is banks that's in certain regions, like the PNC, the Key Banks, the Truist, regions, right? Those are banks that's only in certain regions, meaning that you have to live in that area where the bank resides or have a business in that area. Then we have the big banks. The big banks is the U.S. Bank, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, Citibank, and Chase. Those are the big banks. And then we have the fintech companies, right? Fintechs is like the On Deck, the Blue Vine, which I really don't recommend people using those. And we talk a little more about that later. But, you know, sometimes we got to get the money from where we can get the money from. In order to get business credit, business funding, let me use the right terminology, right? Business funding, right? That's funding in your business name by leveraging your personal credit. And those consist of business credit cards. You have to have a business entity, right? And I'm pretty sure Joy is going to cover like, you know, really setting up your entity. You know, you have to have an entity, business EIN number, the articles, a business address, right? The banks don't like to see PO boxes or anything like that. Even, you know, sometimes people try to get the UPS box and use the street address. No, you need to have a physical address or a registered agent. Get a professional email address. When you writing down your business email address, it should not be Big Booty Julie at Yahoo, right? Have a professional email address, whatever your business name is. Like one of my business names is Daytona Solutions. So info@DaytonaSolutions.com, right? You can get an email from GoDaddy. I think is like under $25 for the year. You should have 2 telephone numbers that you are putting down on these applications, right? Your cell phone number and a business number. It doesn't have to be a 1-800 number, right? But, you know, it looks good. Have a business website. A lot of banks are checking, right? To see if you have a business website. Like it's time to stop playing business and really set up our business as a business. Because just think, if you're doing business with a company, they have a website, right? So let's set up a one-page website so we can look like a real business to get access to funding, because things is changing in the business world. As far as like in 2018, it was so easy to get money from the bank, right? So banks do want you to have like a relationship, and they just check in, because a lot of banks have gotten burnt. So business credit cards, right? I love, because business credit cards are 0% interest. Business credit cards is the easiest and cheapest money you can get, right? When I say easiest, meaning that your business can be brand new and you can get a business credit card, right? They're going to ask you, how much does your business make? You know, you can put how much you project your business to make, right? But you have to put something there. I'm not going to tell you like what to put there, because now it goes into bank fraud if I tell you what to put there, right? But just put them out there. If you think your business is going to make $100,000 in a year, put that down, right? If you have a job, you want to put that income down. If you have other people living in your house and they ask you like the source of income, you know, some of the choices is household income. Put household income. Never put down that you are self-employed. You work for your business, right? So I put down that I work for Daytona Solutions. I don't work for the post office anymore, right? So I put down that I work for my business. So business credit cards, I love business credit cards. Again, 0% interest for up to 18 months. Business lines of credit, right? That's revolving. As you use it and pay it back, it comes back available to you again. Most banks, not all, most banks want your business to be at least 2 years old, but KeyBank is one of those banks that your business does not have to be 2 years old, and you can get a line of credit from them. And also Wells Fargo, right? They have a line of credit where your business does not have to be 2 years old, right? Now, one thing that I did learn, like I was doing business prior to when I set up my entity, right? So when I had went to PNC and I was applying for a line of credit, and they was like, when did you start your business? This business I had just set up like maybe 2 months ago. And this was back in like 2022. So they was like, when did you start the business? So I was like, well, I actually been, you know, running the business. I said, I started, you know, running this business like in 2019. I was like, I just set up the entity in 2022 because I hire employees. So they was like, okay, we're going to put the 2019 on the application, right? So they don't really check, because the truth is a lot of people run businesses before they actually incorporate it, right? So if it was a business where, where you're going to apply for a line of credit at a bank and they want you to have 2 years, you know, you could, I don't want to say lie, you know, if you started the business prior to, you can put that down, right? But now some banks will ask for bank statements and stuff like that, especially when it comes to the line of credit. But 99% of the time when you apply for business credit cards, they don't ask for anything. All right. And I like to say 99% of the time, because it might be a chance where they might ask. And I was like, but Dana said, they said they don't, you know what I'm saying? But again, I've been applying for business credit card and stuff since 2017, right? So a long time now. And 99% of the time, they do not ask for any type of documentation. Then we have the fintech companies, right? Fast approvals, high interest rate, right? High interest rate. That's something that you really have to be careful with, right? One person I know, they was getting like $70,000 from Blue Vine, $70,000. The payments was $7,000. I was like, you better not take that. I said, because what business are you investing in that you're going to be able to pay that back and it makes sense, right? So a lot of times with these fintech companies, they don't really ask, not that they don't ask, they don't really care about your credit, right? So your credit sometimes can be like 500, 400 if your business is making money. And sometimes people will do it, but you have to think, does this make sense, right? Can I pay this back and make the money grow? I don't care if you be like, well, you know what? I'm gonna set 6 months payment aside out the money and use that money to pay it back. But still, make sure you just have a strategy and it makes sense for you. All right. Again, make sure it makes sense for you. All money is not good money, but I understand that we need access to funding to invest. I do understand that. So again, just make sure it makes sense for you, right? Then we also have SBA loans that, you know, you can apply for too, also to invest in your business. Relationships. Somebody put relationships in the chat. Banks now want you to have relationships with, right? So many people have been getting access to funding and have not been paying it back. But the banks are in the business of lending money. That's how they make money, right? But things just changed up a little bit, right? Just open up an account with a bank, put some money in it, move some money around, right? Some good bankers will push your application, but a lot of bankers now is like, I'm not playing with my job for your people, right? That don't want to pay the money back, right? So just build a relationship, right? What I like to tell, you know, people is, it's always, not always, it seems like it's easier when you have good credit. And I got to be careful with my words, right? Because I don't want to say it's easy and somebody had bad credit, be like, I thought you said it was easy, right? If your credit's in position, it will be easier to get, say, $20,000 from a credit union than a big bank, right? So even if you was to go to, let's just say 6 credit unions, right? And I don't want to get too far myself. I might even have this on the slide, right? But let's say, okay, let me go back. But let's just say you get some, you know, $30,000 from a credit union, and you take it and you put it in some other banks and let it sit, but don't put it all at one time. So you take it, you put it in the bank. Let's just say 1 week you put, you know, $2,000 in, right? And the next week you might put, you know, another 2,000, take some out, you know, and just show that you put money in the bank. And it could be the same money. If you be like, well, then I don't have $10,000. You can do it with 1,000, take it in and out, right? And so it just shows that the deposits is going in, because honestly, the banks only touch, I don't like the way washes sound, because it sounds like we are, like, how do you say it? What's that word? Like we, washing illegal money. We ain't, how you say, what is it? Somebody help me. Yes, money laundering. Yeah, we ain't money laundering now. We ain't money laundering, but I'm just joking. Right? But banks only care, yeah, rotating is better. Thank you. Right? So they only care about the deposits. And as long as the bank don't go into the negative, the account don't go into the negative, right? I used to do that all the time because I bank with everybody, right? So I used to go around on Saturdays, putting money into different accounts, taking it out, rotating it, right? So that it looks like a lot of money was going into the account. Actually, I'm using the same money over and over again. And see, like, if I put 1,000 in there, I'm not taking 1,000 out, right? I might be taking out 970. Now I'm putting 900 back in. You know what I'm saying? So it's always different amounts. Okay, you got it? All right, but y'all ain't hear this from me. So build a relationship with a bank and show that you have some money coming in, right? Again, the fintech companies, you know, they move fast. You get faster decisions, sometimes within hours. You know, the qualifications usually is dependent on some of them, your business revenue, data about your business, and not too much on the personal credit. Remember, it is convenient, but it's a higher interest rate, right? So make sure you have a plan if you're using that. Now, there are banks that you can double dip. Somebody put double dip in the chat, right? You want to go to banks that pull from different credit bureaus so that we can get multiple approvals, all right? And that's how you credit stack and really get access to, you know, a lot of funding. So here goes some credit unions, right? So right here, I gave, and this right here is personal, right? They also have business also. But if you go to two banks on each credit bureau, and let's just say each one, you got $30,000 right here. How much money is that? And we ain't even talking about double dip right now. I'm about to go into the double dip. But if you go to Nassau Federal Credit Union and you apply for a credit card, and actually now that I'm looking at all these banks that's on here, you can double dip, right? But let's just say you trying to build that relationship, trying to get some money so that you can put into other banks. This is a good source, right? Because all these banks right here have personal loans, right? Because, you know, when I buy properties with credit cards or any type of business I do, I always use a site called Plastiq with a Q. And I just wire the money directly to the title company, right? But if you're trying to rotate money around and you need cash, then I would recommend applying for personal loans, right? And even if somebody's saying, well, I don't have good credit, where these banks not going to give me $30,000. Suppose they give you $5,000. How much money is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's $35,000. Right? While you building up for higher lines, building relationships with credit union, right? So here goes some fintech companies, which I'm gonna go past this real quick because I really don't even want you dealing with these companies. But I do understand that everybody's not in a position where they have good credit, where they can go to the credit unions and stuff like that, right? Because I know a lot of people that business make a lot of money, but their credit just isn't good, right? But if we have bad credit, what we doing? We're gonna fix our credit. So this is the $1 million. This is the $1 million funding blueprint, and then I'm gonna tell you how to get it to 3, right? So if each credit card was $25,000, and if you have 40 credit cards, how much is that? Let me know in the chat. $1 million. So Bank of America have 4 business credit cards. You can apply 2 at the same time, right? Then you remove the inquiry. So if you apply for 2 at the same time, if you get 4 from Bank of America, That's 100,000. Truist, they have 3 credit cards, business credit cards. Talking about business now. 3 business credit cards and a line of credit. So if you get 3 credit cards at 25,000 each and a line of credit at 50,000, how much is that? Where we at so far? 100,000 and 125. How much is that? I need you to keep track. That's 225. Chase have 4 business credit cards. So that's another 100,000. How much is that? 325. PNC have 4 business credit cards and a line of credit for 100,000. So that's another 200,000 added. Where we at? 525. KeyBank, they have 1 credit card and a line of credit, right? Lucy, the credit card is like 25,000. Line of credit is 50. That's 75. Where we at? 600,000, right? So for KeyBank and PNC Bank, both is regional banks, meaning that they aren't everywhere, right? So for me, I live in Georgia. They have a KeyBank in Cleveland where I invest at, right? So I just create a LLC in that state. Now I qualify for the business credit cards, right? So whatever, if it's a bank in a state that you want to bank with and want to get access to funding from them, then you need to create an entity in that state. And then you can just get a registered agent as the address so that you have an address in that state. Wells Fargo have 1 credit card and a line of credit. Who's a credit card 25,000, line of credit 50,000. That's 75,000 more. Where we at with that? 675. Emirates Bank, they have 4 credit cards. 100,000. They got a line of credit too. I forgot about their line of credit. Let's just say you get 50,000 from their line of credit and the 4 credit cards. That's 150, 150,000. Where we at with that? Then Navy Federal have 2 business credit cards and a line of credit. That's another 100,000. Where we at with that? We only have 675. 775. All right, and then you get back. We might have missed some numbers here somewhere, or maybe I missed something. Then Amherst got, American Express. Let's just say you get 4 credit cards from them at 25 each. That's another 100,000. Now these is just these banks. There's more banks, but now that's 1 LLC. If you have 3 LLCs, that could potentially be $3 million. So you see how I got $3 million in funding? It's not all with 1 LLC. It's with 3 LLCs. Soon as I learned about business credit cards, right away, I went and set up a whole bunch of entities. Because I'm like, I would never run out of 0% interest credit cards. Never. So who's gonna run this play? Let me know in the chat. So somebody said Bank of America and KeyBank did not let. So you have to get a register. You got to get a register agent. Get a registered agent. And this is the thing too about your virtual address. You got to make sure when we are getting virtual addresses, we got to make sure it's an actual brick and mortar building, right? So whatever the address is, you got to Google the address and see where it's at. Banks are tightening up, but the banks are still in the business of lending money. Still in the business of lending money. Okay, thank you. It's my Instagram is I am Dana Christian, is not on here. And again, this is for educational purposes only. not financial or legal advice. Okay? So, Ramel, y'all, do we have time for questions, or you're not doing questions? How do you get? Oh, no, we never do cash advances. You never do cash advances. I use Plastic to take the money off the card. So PLASTIQ. You can wire the money directly to the title company or whoever you buying, whatever you buying or doing. I do it that way. Never do cash advance, because if you have 0% interest, your 0% interest is out the door. Yes, I am Dana Christian on Instagram. Let's see what other questions. Could you use a business card invoice to pull money off a credit card? So the only thing is, you can't really invoice yourself, because sometimes the credit cards will shut you down. So if you want to purchase a property, again, you use Plastic, and you can wire the money directly to the title company with Plastic. Listen, Plastic is so simple to use. I've been using it since 2018. Once someone told me about Plastic, I went right on their website and start using it. So it kind of walk you through everything. Just don't try to do any fake transactions, because it will not go through. Okay, so no cash advances. Y'all put no cash advances in the chat. So you can use your home address on your LLC. Do you need to keep paying the register? So the register agent is yearly, and it depends on the state, is anywhere from $25 a year to $50. So actually a registered agent is much cheaper than getting a virtual address. I have an LLC in Philly, but I'm in New York. Can I get funding from? Yes, because Truist is in Philadelphia. That's right, Ashley. She's setting up her LLC tonight. I'm going backwards. I have 3 cards that are maxed out. So yeah, so if you have 3 business credit cards, Maureen Hayes, you have 3 business, your business credit cards is maxed out, or your personal. And that's why I love business credit cards, because they do not report onto your personal credit. You will get a hard pull. You will get a hard pull, but the balance will not report onto your personal. Does the principle apply to nonprofit business? So I don't know about nonprofits and how that work with credit cards. Where's the team at? Are you doing questions out? Oh, so you're doing questions, or how you do this?
We can, if you're done, we can close up. We just kind of let you go ahead and run with your questions until pretty much you finish. I say we do one more question and then we'll close up there, because this thing will go till 2 in the morning.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I was reading the questions that was kind of in the chat.
So let's do this. We have a couple people that hands up. Let's go to let's just do 2 right here. Tito and Drea, and then we'll close it up from there. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yo.
And look, we want to make sure we start like this. Hey, my name is such. This is my question. Get straight to it. We got one more, and then she gotta go.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Hello. Thank you for the information. Very valuable.
You're welcome.
My name's Tito. So I'm just curious, because like I already got some lines credit cards like limit as like 30, one is at 40, and they've been for more than 4 years. So I like to get it up to like 50 and so. So would you probably try to like apply to like get an increase on that? Like, because when they do increase it, it's usually by like another 5,000. It's been increasing over the years. It's not like a big jump.
No, I would just apply for new credit cards, right? Because things is like monkey see, monkey do, right? So when they look on your credit report, be like, okay, Bank of America gave Tito $30,000. I could give him $30,000, right? Just make sure when you apply for a credit card that your utilization is as low as possible, under 10%. But now I would just apply. I gave you the whole sequence on how to get multiple credit cards, right? So you want to have, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even stress, you know, and there's somebody that might only get $10,000 limits, but if you get 10,000, it's still imagine you get 400,000 or even $100,000. You mean to tell me you can't use that? Right? So many times people be like, well, Dana, you got $3 million. First of all, I didn't get it at one time, right? I've been building this over years. And if I get 100,000, $50,000, I can still use that. Remember, approval is always better than the denial. We always want the gusto, but it takes time to build up to that, right? I'm pretty sure even if you got a bank gave you $5,000,
right?
It's about 40 banks. 40 times 5 is how much is that? That's like over $200,000. You use that, pay it back, and then you ask for an increase, right? So don't get discouraged if you get low limits. And sometimes if we get low limits, it's because maybe we applied, our utilization was too high. Maybe we try to apply, we got something negative on our credit report, or we got a late payment, right? So those are things that will stop you. But if you got limits for 30, 40,000, you're definitely in a good position. But I just wanted to put that out there to people.
And one more thing.
Don't have those high limits. Okay.
Because they gave me one I have one more thing. The line of credit that's different from the business. It's like line of credit is like saying what? Like, hey, can you give me a loan for a certain amount? What is that?
It's not no, it's a line of credit. It's like a credit card, but just that you get checks along with it. Versus a credit card is just a credit card.
So they cut me a check.
It's a card. Sometimes they give you a card too, but they also give you checks with it.
So even if I have 30 with them, for an example, I could ask them for a line of credit, and they just might give me a line of credit of, let's say 20. Is that what you're saying? To give me a check for 20?
Not a check. Checks. You have a checkbook.
Got it. Yeah, I don't even use them, but okay. Yep. Okay. Thank you.
Yo, another thing I want to add into what she said, like don't feel bad when you don't get approved for a whole bunch. My first credit card I ever got was a $300 secure card. That same card right now is a $30,000 card. Imagine if I would have got the 300 secured and I'm like, man, this don't work, and just chalked it.
Yeah.
I literally 13 months later, I upped it to 30,000. So don't what is it? What did they say? Don't limit small beginnings, however the saying goes, because it can turn into something big. So if you guys getting 5,000, 3,000, 10,000, 20,000, it can all grow. But the reason why the bank gave you that is because they want you to start somewhere. But that doesn't mean you're at the end there, all right? All right, next, and then Drea, say, hey, my name is Drea. My question is.
Hi, Dana. Drea.
Hey, Drea.
Long time no see.
I know.
I just want to say real quick, my question is that I haven't, since we've met, I haven't done anything as far as applies for any more business funding, because back during COVID, when I was working on a rehab project, I got 2 lates on 2 credit cards because of everything that was going on with my project from hell.
Business credit cards or personal credit cards delayed?
It was two personal credit cards that had they got a late on theirs, and this happened in 2020. So I haven't applied for any credit since then. I don't have any credit inquiries, anything like that. Credit utilization is fine, but I won't apply for anything because of the fact of those 2 lates.
You fine. The 2 lates, anything over 2 years don't count.
Okay. So yeah, it's been since
good.
What 2020?
Yeah, so you good. We can go in 2026.
Okay, I was just trying to
and let me know.
Right, because it's been over. I mean, I've been working on it for a whole year, and Capital One and the other credit card company has not been budging.
Yeah, they're not going to take it off, but it don't affect you because it's over 2 years, so you good.
Okay, yeah, because the credit score and everything is there. And the other thing I like to say is that since we met, I wanted to move on properties in Cleveland. When we met in March, by May, my nephew, who's supposed to be my project manager, he ended up dying suddenly. So that's why another reason I hadn't done anything as far as in Cleveland. But I want to say to everybody else that's on this call, Dana is the truth. I met her in person.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love it. So I want to say, Dana, first, matter of fact, before we go and do this, I'm big on the energy. Hold on 1 second. So if you guys enjoyed every single thing that she talked about, everything, every single piece of game and information she gave, I'm gonna unmute you guys for 1 second, and I need you to make some noise to where your neighbors are like, what the hell is going on over there? Credit funded. What the hell is going on over there? So on 3, 1, 2, 3. This is
Appreciate
what
you,
I've been
Dana.
waiting
Yes,
for.
thank you, Dana.
Thank
We
you,
got
Dana.
the money. We got
Woo,
the
Dana.
All right.
Dana,
Dana.
Girl.
Got good with Dana.
That
That's
girl
love.
did
All the
it.
Very good.
That
Drop your if they don't follow you already, you drop your Instagram in the chat. And make sure you guys give her a follow. Make sure you give her a shout out. Because she just sat on here for pretty much an hour and just poured into you guys. Like, you gotta understand, people in these type of positions don't have to do this at all. Point blank, period. They're coming on the strength of us. Hey, look, listen, you're one of our close friends. You're our auntie. Can you please come on and pour into our people? She doesn't have to do so. When people do stuff like this, you want to make sure that you go ahead and appreciate them, give them some love, give them their flowers, because the game that she shared with you guys, real quick, how many people will believe that they can at least get $10,000 card, $10,000 line of credit, $10,000 some type of funding just off the information she gave tonight? Well, there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and stay and talk to them for 1 or 2 minutes. But Dana, I appreciate you as always. Ever since I met you all the way up until today, you've been solid, you've been A1, and you know your stuff for a fact, and it's official. So I love it. And then one thing too, I want to add in, right? Everybody put invest in the chat. Everybody put invest in the chat. The thing that I love about Dana so much is that she actually invests her money. Real estate, all these different things. She's investing her actual money into things. I don't want you guys to think I'm about to get $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 in funding just so I can just have it, just so I can go and travel and get points or do the. No, she's using the money. She's investing to double the money, to triple the money, to quadruple the money. Put God in the chat. If you guys are planning on getting on here and applying for cars just to have them, don't do it. I'm gonna just shoot you guys straight. Don't do it. We're doing this to invest. Every single thing that we're talking about this week is to invest so we can flip it into a better life, so we can flip it into a better situation, so we can flip it into the actual life that we want. Everybody got that? Perfect, perfect, perfect. So Dan, again, thank you so much. I want to talk to you guys for 1 or 2 minutes, then we're gonna close it out. But Dana, you could jump off if you want. Thank you so much. All right, real quick in the chat, how many people enjoyed tonight? How many people already sold from day one? Like, yo, I got my money back. I got my money's worth. Like tonight, it's a wrap. If I leave tonight, I ain't got my money's worth. I'm gonna unmute you guys for a second. I like to hear the energy. Let me know. How many people feel like, yo, listen, I got my money's worth day one. I don't even need to say.
Yes.
My money's worth.
yes. Got my
Invest
money
it.
worth. Day
Amen.
one.
Let's
Yes.
sow.
Yes.
Ramel, we always pride ourselves into whatever we want you guys to invest in, we want to give you 10, 20 extra value. So this little bit that you guys invest in, we didn't even finish the rest of the week yet. So imagine all the other stuff we're giving you guys. We always want to make sure whatever we have you guys invest in, we want to give you 10, 20 extra value. So if you know that, you believe that, yo, listen, this week is going to be phenomenal because of what we just went over today. Think about tomorrow. We got another thing. Next day, we got next day. We still got the morning sessions. We still got some bonuses this weekend. We still got some other things that we didn't even mention to you guys yet. Like, I'm excited. I'm ready to hang up and get on tomorrow because tomorrow going to be even more jam-packed. But the biggest thing, and I asked you guys in the Telegram chat earlier, and what I want you guys to do is, and I'm going to say it again for those that may have missed it, I want you to have a word for this week. Let's take a moment. I want to take 10 seconds. And after the 10 seconds, I want everybody to flood the chat with your word. And before I go ahead and share it, before we do that, I want you to understand, what do I mean by word of the week? So everybody, I think you should have words of the week, you should have words of the month, you should have words of the year. And what that means is that affirmation word, that action word that you tie into yourself for this period of time. So we all go through different seasons. So each season should be titled. So for example, this season may be, yo, my focus season. Right now, this week, I'm just focusing on every single thing that I need to know. Some seasons right now, this may be an action season. Yo, listen, it's time for me to shoot. It's time for me to play offense. It's time for me to go after things. Some seasons may be prep. Some seasons may be, building. Some seasons may be network. Hey, look, listen, I don't have the environment that I need to have. Look, listen, I'm spending this week connecting with all the people I need to connect with. So next week, I can just do all action. So everybody put in the chat, what is your word for the week? And I want you to go ahead and have that as your main thing. And then one other thing I want to go ahead and do, one last thing before we're going to close this up in 1 second. All right. What I want you guys to do, I want you to screenshot that. Take a picture, screenshot. I don't care how you do it. Just get it on your phone. Put done in the chat when you guys done. All right. So I want you guys to do two things. I want you to do two things. The first thing I want you guys to do is I want you to make that your screensaver. I don't care. You got your son, your daughter, your hubby. I don't care about none of that. This week is about you. We are explaining this on Sunday. They can go back to your screensaver next week. That's perfectly fine. But I need you to make that your screensaver. And the reason why I need you to make that your screensaver, because I needed you to be reminded that it's your turn. Sometimes we wake up, it's about me, and you fall victim to the days, the people, the things that's going on in life, and you end up not making it about you anymore. Comment been there in the chat. You guys have been there. You woke up like, yo, I'm gonna do this. This person call you need help. This person call you need help. This person. Before you know it, by the end of the week, you ain't even you lost focus on what you needed to do. All right. So I need you guys to make this your screensaver. My first year making $1 million, I literally put $1 on my desk, put comma 000, comma 000. I looked at it every single day. I could not, and that's the year that it happened. I know that sound corny, I know that, but that's a fact. It's like, yo, I'm not even gonna tell you what all this stuff means. It's like a bunch of emojis. Each one of these, I'm gonna show you to you guys in a second. 1 second. It's a bunch of emojis. It all stand for something. Like I can't unsee it. I already knocked off 3 things off this list already. Cause it's right. I can't unsee it. So I need you guys to make this your screensaver for the week. I'm gonna put it back on the screen again so you guys can see. And the biggest reason why is because I need you to remind yourself that it is your turn. For the last year, 10 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, I don't know how old everybody is, but it's been someone else's turn. Put agree in the chat. Let's be honest. Let's have a transparent moment. For the last year, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, it's been someone else's turn. Right now, I'm giving you guys full-blown permission to finally just focus on you. Like I said, tell hubby this week, I got to do something. It's my turn right now. You ever hear somebody say, yo, listen, I got to do this on my own. Like, I got to do this for me. Like, this is my journey. I got to walk this path. This is your time to actually go and do it. I'm giving you permission. But the thing about it is I'm giving you permission, but you got to give yourself permission. Everybody got that? All right, the second thing is, right, what I want you guys to do tonight, go inside the Telegram, go inside the Facebook group, and I need you to go ahead and I want you to do 2 things. I want you to go ahead and make a selfie video. We got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I need you to make a selfie video, and I need you to answer 2 questions. What was your biggest takeaway tonight? And the second thing, what does it's my turn mean for you? Put God in chat, you guys got it. So I'm gonna do example. Hey y'all, tonight was amazing. I learned about this credit card. And the it's my turn statement means to me it's something special because my entire life I've been just giving for other people. I never gave for myself. So this week I'm giving myself, period. It could be 60 seconds, it could be 2 minutes, however long you wanted to make it. But I need you to go ahead and do this because it's one thing to go ahead and say the things inside, but it's way more powerful when you put it out there in the world. Because then it has to happen. Everybody got it? I'm gonna unmute one person. I need you to read the homework back out to me. Somebody gonna be like, what the hell? I'm going with Roland. You right there on the screen. I'm gonna pick you first. What I say the homework was?
Got me on that.
You unmuted. What's the homework? I think you unmuted. Roland, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, what I say the homework was?
Put it up there for me.
I got him. I gotta pick somebody else. Got him. Got him. I gotta pick somebody else now. Got him. Look, this is proof. I need y'all to be paying attention this week. I don't know about the rest of them. I'm gonna be calling on people. So I'm gonna pick. Thomas, you up? What I say the homework was?
You said make a 60-second video of what you took from tonight for us credit card. You know, what you got out of the video, what you got out of the class tonight.
What was the second thing?
Damn.
I gotta go. Watch. When y'all see what happens next, y'all gonna be upset. All right, I'm picking one more person. Wait. Regine Smith. I hope I ain't messed your name up. Where you go?
No, not at all. You got it right.
right,
I believe you mentioned get to the Telegram group, make a video or a short snippet of what you learned today. And also take a picture of what you just posted up saying that I just wrote it down. Take a picture and put it on your phone or someplace where you can see it constantly to remind you that you're ready. Like it's your turn.
Okay, and it was one that, all right, you're right. I'm gonna give you that one. Look, listen, what I want you to do right now, put in the chat, put your cash app. I got something for you. And this is the point I want to make behind this is I need you guys to pay attention. Some of y'all are literally missing your blessing because you zoned out. I need you to just pay attention and lock in every day this week because you never know what blessing is going to come out of it. So real quick, Regine, just put your cash app. I'm gonna go ahead and send this right now while we're on here. But I need you guys to pay attention. I need you guys to focus. I need you guys just to be locked in because you don't know what you're going to be missing because you all the way over here, you're doing this. Everybody got that? Please don't make sure you don't forget to do that. I told y'all was going to be mad when y'all see what I'm about to go and do. But I need y'all to pay attention. So everybody, I'm going to mute you guys for a second. We're going to close this out. Everybody say locked in.
Locked in.
Locked in. Always locked in.
Oh, Regine about to miss out on her blessing too. I'm about to pick somebody else. Send me a message in the Telegram so I can get you situated. We gotta close this up. It's 10 o'clock. So look, y'all, appreciate you guys, love you guys. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you go ahead and do that homework tonight. People crafty, everybody putting they cash app. Y'all do your homework tonight, not tomorrow. Get it done tonight. Don't push things off tomorrow, which you can do today. And then also we're gonna see you guys tomorrow morning on our mindset call. So I'll see you guys later. Everybody have a great night.